So let me open this up to you guys again, because this is where we ended last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
A creepy looking cave.
You all have... You spent the night... Well, I guess we should do a quick little recap. You all had arrived at the Shattered Plains for your own reasons. You heard the call from Elia, your brightness, your bright lady patron, to come to a shrine out in the Shattered Plains. On your way there, you were attacked by a chasm fiend. The bridge that you had been standing on collapsed. You fell into the chasm beneath you. There, one of the captains became enraged by something that you would know as the thrill, a battle lust that takes over for people in certain circumstances. You had to slay him, and after you finished that, you scavenged some gear, and before the chasm fiend could catch you, you made your way out of the area. The chasm fiend chased you. You lost a couple of followers, sadly, along the way. But you did manage to escape and find a spot to spend the night. You had food that Mask scavenged from the broken carriage, and you had water that was purified over a fire that was created. Boiled in a helmet, so it was a little tinny tasting, but it served its purpose. You then woke up, and Elia pointed you in the direction where the shrine was. And you set off in the morning. And a couple of hours into the journey, you round a bend and you come to what you see before you. And I'm getting a phone call, so 1 second.
Nice.
All right, I am back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. We were just talking about booze.
I heard a little bit of it, and I am impressed. Okay. So, I apologize for the delay. Let me get that done. Okay. So, you guys round the corner. One of the canyons opens up, and before you see the image. The floor here is dry, and it isn't the same as the chasms you had walked down previously. It's made of rubble and stone. You can tell that this has collapsed fairly recently. You see that it looks like this structure, whatever is embedded in the wall, was at one point in time on top of one of these plateaus, or it was up at ground level, and then had collapsed and has since been encased in stone and creme. If you don't know, creme is a substance that is it's almost like cement in water. High storms have it. It blows across, it picks up small amounts of rocks, and it deposits it, and it sort of makes this film of rock over things. And you can tell that it looks like this at one point in time was on top, fell in, and has been encased in rubble and creme, and is now only recently being brought back to the surface. As you look on it, the carving is unfamiliar to you. The pattern in the stone, it doesn't look like any modern architecture. You look over at your patron Elia, and she has a notebook out, and she is furiously writing. And for those of you who can read, which I believe is one of you, if you look over her shoulder, you see she's taking notes on what she's seeing. What would you guys like? Oh, I would like to point out too that this bottom area where the pillars are, that's like 20 or 30 feet off of the canyon floor. And there seems to be a ramp of rubble leading up to it. What would you guys like to do?
Can I stealth and try to read what she's writing?
Would you be able to read?
You nosy fuck.
Let me look here.
Oh, I don't know if I can read or not.
I'm thinking about your backstory. Do you think reading is something that would have been taught to you as part of your backstory?
Yeah, some form, maybe not.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Hmm?
20? Okay. Yeah.
Huge.
She's not trying to hide anything. I would say that you are not like completely literate, but you can pick out certain words. Your background would be, hey, you're looking for names, you're looking for kingdoms, you're looking for
Keywords.
Items of interest, and you pick out some of these. You pick out some kingdom names. It might be that she's prescribing these runes to a particular kingdom, or it might be that she's saying these runes are of a particular interest to a kingdom. You don't really know, but most of it is unfamiliar to you. None of the things that your background would indicate you would know, you'd really see here.
Okay.
So most of the words would be unfamiliar to you. But yeah, she's focused on the ruins. She's not paying attention to any of you. You can easily look over her shoulder. So. Anything else?
Can I just roll for it's like a general just perception of the general area.
Like, what are you looking for? Threats? Are you looking for what? Are you looking for like
Threats.
a way into the threats? Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check then.
Blammo.
Oh, 22. Yeah, you don't. There's nothing. Like, I mean,
okay.
You see Kremlings and Lifespren and things floating around, but nothing that would be perceived as a threat. There's no chasm fiends nearby. You don't hear anything. There's no axe hound. There's nothing here that would be attacking you that you can see.
Then I'll go brood over in a corner until everybody else figures out what they want to do.
Okay, so if you still have the image I showed you up, there's a kind of a ridge on the right there. You see Saul kind of like go over and edgily lean up against the rock and look moodily up at the ruins.
Edgelord, activate.
Yep. Your bridgeman companion Jahal is going to like walk up to the base of the ramp and kind of start inspecting it and like looking up, kind of like inspecting the rocks and seeing if he can find a way up into the ruins, because the ramp leading up is not, it's not like a even walking ramp. It's just a bunch of rubble that you would have to climb up. So Mask, AK, anything you two would like to do?
I mean, I guess I would kind of scour the area for tracks, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, he already kind of did that, I guess, but I don't know.
Like, what kind of, are you looking for animal tracks, people tracks?
All of the above.
Okay, so you're just looking for, like, has anything been walking through here? Has anything?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me a survival check.
Let's go. Oh, starting off
There's
solid today.
a lot of rocks around here.
Yeah, dude.
There's so many rocks. Oh, that rock over there is really pretty too, Mask.
It's very sharp, and that one's round.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Beautiful rocks. Okay, you don't find any tracks.
Okay.
I guess I'll just make conversation with Ilea. Is that her name?
Yeah, Aliyah, something like that. Yeah.
Alea.
Yep.
I just want to ask her anything catch your attention.
She kind of, like, as you walk up to her and ask her if anything catches her attention, she kind of, like, looks at you surprised, like she forgot you were even there. And she just kind of, like, gestures vague, like, yeah. She just gestures up at the whole thing in the rock wall. But she does mention that this is clearly ancient architecture. That this is not this building, I mean, given the layer of rock and creme over it, it's clear that this has been here for a long time and that the style is not recent. She'd have to get closer to know more, but it's old.
Are you ready to press forward then, or are you still making notes?
After a few more minutes, she's ready to press forward.
Okay.
So you approach the, I guess I'm going to do it this way then. Where is the roll for that? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Okay. Let me roll do a survival check. 13. Okay. As you guys approach the sort of base of the ramp, you guys see Jahal down there. He's looking, and he kind of says, I found, an easier way up. But it's still going to be difficult. So I need if you guys are going to proceed up, I'm going to need all of you to roll in athletics or is it? It's not acrobatics in this. Athletics or agility test. Your choice.
Agility. No, thank God.
Okay. Ooh.
Doinks.
Ouch.
AK. Oh, by the way, AK chatted or entered a message.
Yeah.
In chat, and it labeled him as Mask again.
Did it?
Just in the chat, though. I mean, it still shows when he rolls and stuff as Xeno, but if he says hi or something in chat, it shows it as Mask.
I'll figure that out. I thought
we
I fixed
chuckled.
it. We chuckled. Okay.
The stalking continues.
Saul, can I have you roll a agility or athletics check for me?
Super. There it is. Come on. Yeah. I heard something roll.
That was me.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I'm scared.
Jesus Christ.
Am I supposed to roll?
Yeah, you need.
Yes,
I need,
we
I need
need
you
a
agility or
agility.
athletics check. as you're climbing up this ramp. All right, wonderful.
Lucan.
AK, everybody else is making their way up, and as you attempt to follow, you slip and you fall. Crack your head on a rock, and you take 2 points of damage.
Hate to see
So
it.
you
Wow.
are at 8 health as opposed to. That was the roll I
Be
did.
chewing gum and walking.
Yeah, Cam, you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't have drank all that much on Friday, man. You knew you had an adventure to do today.
hmm
So you guys, you slowly make your way up. As you do, you see AK slip. He cracks his head. You pause. You get him to his feet, and you continue up the ramp around the bend there, and you can close that image as now I have a map for you. This
map.
one.
Oh man.
Let me. You're not going to be able to see this yet. I got to get your characters on here, but. Oh, I should have a marching order. Who went first? Who went last?
Clearly, I'm left.
So I'll be second to last, I guess.
Okay. And I'm going to put Elia right there. She should also have a long rest, so she is at full health. You guys, I'm going to put you guys in a more uniform formation. You guys walk in, and as you reach the top, the doorway to this is very large, but as you enter, you can kind of see that it has collapsed in on itself. And what was once a grand entryway is now kind of a narrow passage through this rubble that is filling up this area. You enter, and it's pretty much pitch black. You have some light coming in from the outside, but anything, your characters might be able to see it, but anything past about this point is pretty much shrouded in dark. The moment you do that, the moment you enter, Elia reaches into her pouch and pulls out a handful of infused spheres which shed light around you guys. In about 10 feet around you. So there's a bubble of light around you as she's holding up. It's white light, so you know it's diamonds. Diamonds shed. The color of the gemstone indicates the light that it will shed. So she's holding diamonds, so it's white light. And in about a 10-foot radius around the group, you have enough light to see. I am also going to align this guy properly. I can't move him forward, so he'll stay that.
Brain automatically went to Aziz. Light.
Yep. All right. You have entered this area. It is very dark. As your patron pulls out her spheres to illuminate the area for you, you can see that rubble is littering the floor. Like even in the little you can see, you can tell that there's rocks. There's been some pieces of shale bark, some rock bud shells that have either been pulled in here, pushed in here by wind or rain. The floor is also uneven. Like the floor lists to one side. I believe the side is the west. So if we assume this way is north, then it would be listing this way. So the whole room is tilted on kind of sideways. You can tell that even from the entryway here. What would you guys like to do?
Suppose I'll go check on AK's character, Zeno. Make sure he got up okay.
Oh yeah, he's in there with you. He got up fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
The check was roll anything but a natural 1.
I need to roll the one basically. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are now in this sort of entryway. Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, Saul. Ooh, good.
Damn.
Okay. You guys see Saul. Where would you like, if you click and hold, you can indicate a spot. Where would you like to go up to, Saul? Okay. I'll put you about here. You can see it on your character, but because there's no light without Elia, you either have to take out some spheres to see that. So would you like to take out spheres and break your stealth, or do you want to wait for her to join you? Like, you cannot see that because it's pitch black in there. You'll wait? Okay. So you guys see Saul kind of crouch down, and he presses himself against this side wall, this western wall. And he kind of creeps his way forward and looks around the corner, but he just kind of holds his position there. He doesn't push any further. He also doesn't like motion that there's a threat or anything that he can see, because he can't see anything. I should put different music on too. Where is my suspenseful music? There's my suspenseful music. No problem. Jahal will move up behind and support him, but he won't push further past Saul. Mask, AK?
I'll just move up with him.
Okay, you gonna move up with them? You over there? Okay.
What will she do?
She's gonna stay at the back of the group. Point of fact, she's gonna just stay at the back of the group and kind of like light the way. So
Okay. Then I will. So, is there like over here? Is there a wall, or is there more cavern?
So what you see on the map is what there is. This is a wall. Mask is just kind of pressed up against it. And it curves sharply to the left or the west over here. But because she only has about 10 feet of light, you can just make out this sort of curve in the architecture, and you cannot see past this corner at all.
It's Zeno that's pressed up against the wall.
Yes, not Mask. Sorry. Zeno, not Mask.
I think if I go like right here, would I be putting myself in the open towards this way?
Yes, but it would just be darkness in there that you would see. You wouldn't like know if there was like something waiting.
Right. That makes me uncomfortable. I think I might. Can I find like a spot right here to be kind of like?
Yeah. Do you want to be on that side of her or that side of her?
Let's put it on her left side.
Okay. So you guys approach, and it's still pitch black around this corner, but you can now see the corner. Jahal kind of motions for her to sort of push up, like right about here. And as she does, 1, 2, you now get a view around the corner. And you see that there is a pillar here. Saul, you can now see that. So, you want to move up there? Okay. I can't put you there. Why can't I put you there? I can put you there. I will put you there. I can't put you directly behind it. As you step out, Jahal is going to then move forward and sort of like bring up a support position. I will assume that you want to move up with her.
Yes.
Okay. As you come around the corner, Saul, you notice that the list of the floor is more aggressive here, right? Like you can see the broken line right there where the room has snapped. But what else you can see is the walls are very intricately carved. Like at one point in time, this was a very grand building that has been left to the elements in disrepair. I need everybody to roll for me a perception check, please.
Oh my God.
You're getting your ones out of the way now. Zeno, you hear the most beautiful music that you've
My
ever
apologies.
heard. But it's all in your head. You're remembering a tune from your childhood. Saul, you and Asha, as you move deeper, Saul specifically, you rolled higher and closer. You hear some skittering. Asha, you hear this too. You hear skittering. It sounds like Kremlings, which you don't think much of. But Saul, you catch a glimpse of one of these creatures a little deeper in. And it is bright yellow. I have an image for you. I will show the group. I will assume you will share it with the group. So I will show it to the group if I can find it. It looks like this.
Oh.
And that is not a normal coloration for them. That is not what a normal Kremling looks like. They're very small. They're about the size of your hand. But they are bright yellow and red. And they are skittering. You see them sort of skitter out of cracks in the wall. And they move north, further deeper into the darkness, away from the light that Elia is bringing with her. Saul tells you all this. What would you guys like to do? Demon bugs. That's what you hear whisper. You just hear this gravelly voice. Demon bugs.
God.
By the way, feel free to make any checks you want. If you want to look at the carvings, if you want to make a deduction on the bugs, like anything you guys want to do, let me know and I'll do it for you. So. If you want to start stomping your feet on the floor to see if you can get the whole building to tip over, go for it. Why they're yellow? Roll for me a survival check. No, lore check. Lore check. You're testing your knowledge, so roll a lore check. Oof. 5. You actually do know what these are. These are a subspecies of Kremlings, and the reason you know what these are is because they are poisonous, and you have milked the poison from these for certain uses, Saul. You know that one of these creatures isn't really a threat. But if you get bitten too many times, it can be pretty bad. Which would be the reason why you would have done your best to, which is why you would have gathered some of this as a rudimentary poisoning usage. So you hear Saul tell you that he knows what these are. They're demon bugs, and that you don't want to let them bite you. Mask, how dare you ask such a question on a PG-13 recording?
I mean,
Yeah, Mask. What are you doing, man?
They're about the size of your hand, AK.
Okay.
Small but deadly in group.
Yep. Okay.
So they're farts.
Yes. What would you guys like to do? Jahal has decided to move up with Saul to keep pace, but he will not take the lead, but he will take the support role. His shield raised, ready to jump. You want to go around over there? You go over there. For some reason, you're not getting sight. You should have sight. I'm going to move you up. Why do you not have sight there?
Do not
Too
have
far from the light.
I mean, no, the thing, no, that's not how it should work. Hold on a second. Let me give this girl light radius is 20 and
Holy fuck.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, see, I don't think that matters. Oh, it does matter. Okay, I need to make that less bright. I made her I made her a damn beacon.
A pillar of light.
That is still way too bright. That's better. Okay, let me do it this way. Gotta figure out how the program works again.
This guy, didn't we have problems with this when we were playing the D&D and what was it?
Hoss.
I think it was Haas's character. Yeah, Haas's character couldn't see in fucking lights.
Okay,
And we kept having issues.
a little. Can I make the light? What if I do this? That's a little better. Yeah, I know how to make this happen. It's just getting it to do what I want it to do. Oh, there's the setting. They changed. Wait, that setting? Down. No. Why is it like this? Oh, that should not be that bad. That's not terrible. Can you guys live with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You should now have vision. Well, technically you shouldn't, but I got it figured out. I will say that Jahal will move there. She'll move there. If you guys want to keep pace, you will pick up.
Yes.
You will then have vision. Up to where you can see here, Saul. You can see that this is a hallway that leads deeper into the darkness, and there is a pattern on the floor right here. That you would vaguely recognize as, let me just make sure I have this properly. It would be recognized to anyone familiar of the Vorian Church. This is the double eye of the Almighty. So this is a reference for, this is a reference to the Almighty. That's what you get without some kind of roll. Yes, you can roll a perception check, Snipe. Go ahead and roll perception. No traps as far as you can tell. So, do you to let everybody know what you see? An empty hallway with no apparent traps and a mosaic on the floor. Okay. Saul lets everybody know that there is no traps that he can see. There is a mosaic on the floor, which the moment you mention mosaic, she immediately rushes forward to look at it. And she, like, she pulls out a little, like, sort of cup. It's kind of like a goblet, and puts the spheres in it and then sets them on the ground next to her, and she starts taking notes on what she's seeing in this mosaic. To which Jahal will then push up to here and take a defensive position behind this pillar right here. You want to push up there, Sniper? Yes. You push up there. That is the edge of the light. You can just make out, just barely, what looks to be a step right here. You don't know if it's going, you know it's going upward because you can see it going up, but you see a single step, covered in these sort of, like, they're not smooth, but they're steps. You can see a singular step. What's beyond that singular step, you don't know, as it is just dark.
Where's AK? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he doesn't have an icon. It's just white, so it's really blending into the tiles. AK, where would you like to go?
That's probably good right there.
Okay, we're gonna get you an icon that isn't. Hold on? Can I edit that real quick? So I can make it like dark gray or something, so it stands out a little bit more. I
mean, even if you were to put like anything right now.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Tokenizer. How do I?
You found some kind of step. Okay, thank you.
I mean, do you need a new token?
I mean, I don't need one. It'll be fine for now. We'll figure it out. I know how to get you, but Saul says he found
just
some
send you. I can just send you my logo.
Go for it. That would help. I can get that done pretty quickly.
Okay, just give me a minute.
So she spends some time looking at this mosaic, taking notes. You see her drawing like a little picture of it too. And for the moment, all is quiet. The skittering has ceased. Is there anything you guys would like to do here while we wait for AK to... Saul, Asha, anything you guys would like to do in this little hallway area?
I'll probably do the same thing I did before. We're looking for tracks to see if there's anything that's disturbed the floor, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll a survival check again. Much better. You You don't see tracks because this is stone. But with a 21, every so often you do see signs that somebody has moved through here. And I'm going to say that, but you have no idea the time. Right? So what you see is somebody wonderful. Thank you, AK. What you see is rocks that are like in kind of a curved shape that looks like a boot had kicked them. Like somebody had stepped there and the rocks had been pushed around their toe of their boot. You see things like that. But how long ago that was is very difficult for you to ascertain. But you do see some signs that somebody might have moved through here at one point in time. And I want to point out, she did mention that scouts had looked at this area.
Yeah.
So it could be that this is just, you know, a set of scouts. That's a lot better.
There we go.
All right, we need to figure out where the bugs went, says Saul. AK, is there anything you would like to do in this room other than update your token?
Well, can I do like a perception check to see where maybe the bugs went in response to Saul's statement?
Okay, I will put you up here. Go ahead and roll for me a perception check. He did say they went up north further into the darkness, which is the way you're going. But if you're looking for something more specific, you can roll a perception check. 12. You see a number of cracks on the wall, but they might have come from there, but you don't see anything like moving in there. You don't really get any sign of where the bugs have gone or really where they have come from. They could have come from anywhere. They could have went anywhere. What do you want to cover the holes with? You know, like try to find rocks and like plug them. Okay. So you want to try to like pick up rubble off the floor and like try to close up the holes in the wall. Okay. You can easily do that. So you guys see Saul sort of like picking up rocks off the ground, and he's kind of like trying to fill in the cracks in the wall a little bit. But he's not, but that's all you see him doing. As you do this, Saul, nothing happens. Nothing jumps out at you. Nothing, snaps at your hand yet. So. About this time, Elia finishes her sketch and notes of the mosaic on the floor and slides her notebook away and then picks up the sphere of goblets again, or the goblet of spheres again, and indicates that she is ready to proceed if you wish. At this point, she will realize that she is the bearer of light and will push up about there, which will then bring the stairs into light. And as you go and as you push towards the stairs, I have an image for this. I really like the new setup where I can show everybody things. This is what you see.
Are those eggs?
They are not eggs, but what you do see is a number of these little cremlings sort of hunkering down inside of them. And you get the feeling that these are nests.
Each one's a nest?
Each one's a nest, and they line the staircase.
Oop. Yeah. Right.
Hall will push up. There. You're already stealth. You haven't broke your stealth, so you still have your, what was it, 21?
22 or 20?
24. You still have your 24 stealth. You haven't broken your stealth. You very stealthily put rocks in the holes. You like to creep up the stairs? Okay. I'm gonna put you there. AK Mask, where would you like to go?
I'll be behind her.
Okay. Mask? Not Mask, AK.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Saul.
Okay. We'll put you. Do you want to stealth as well?
Yeah, if I can try and regain some of my dignity
Okay,
here.
go ahead. Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Wonderful. 19. You guys wish to go up the stairs?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to put you there. I'm going to put you there. I need both of you to roll for me an agility check, please. Nice. You guys go up the steps, and as they are walking, you very carefully. What did I do? What it wasn't there. You both very carefully make your way up the stairs, and you sort of tiptoe around all of these little nests. And you don't step on any of them. All is very quiet as you both make your way up the stairs. Jahal will then follow you, which is his wont. So
Would you
Jahal
like to know?
steps up next to you, and as he is getting close to joining you, his foot comes down and crushes a nest. And you see one of the bugs run out and skitter up the wall into a hole. And it sort of makes this hissing noise that is kind of echoed from the nest. Sort of like hissing. But it dies down slowly until there is quiet once more.
More disturbing than the hissing.
She's gonna come up behind you guys. Mask, you are nice. Mask, you are the last one.
I will approach with, I guess.
Okay, roll for me an agility test. Check. Let's check your agility.
Yo, bada.
As Elia pushes forward with her goblet held high to shed light. She carefully makes her way between the Kremling nests, and Asha brings up the rear, wanting to stay close to their patron. He is more focused on her than he is on his feet, and he steps on a nest as well, and it snaps. And this another Kremling runs out and hisses and scurries up the wall and hides in a hole, and the hiss is echoed throughout the stairs, louder this time. It lasts for longer. It echoes off the walls. You can hear it going up into the darkness as well before it dies down and all is quiet once more. Do you wish to continue up the steps?
Yep.
Okay. You guys make your way up, and you don't step on another one. You've picked your way through. For reference, you are correct, Saul. You couldn't afford to step on another one. But you, 3 of you rolled really well. So that is good. Oh, I could have done fun stuff. It's fine. You can roll for something. What do you want to do?
I want to roll. So when we get to the top of the stairs, if we don't need to roll another agility check, at the top of the stairs, I want to reach into one of the nests and try to kill one of the Kremlings without it hissing. Some speedy stuff, and then coat my main weapon with the poison.
Okay. Here is what I'm going to have you do. Roll for me a survival check to see if you can find a nest that you can reach into that has a Kremling. So roll for me a survival check first.
Raw.
Can't find one, man. Darkness, it's hard to see. You don't find a nest that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Right. You're trying to be careful, pick your way around. The light is it's not flickering, but there's four or five of you in these steps. You can't really see a nest that looks suitable. If you want to try to reach into one, I will allow you to go on, but you'll have disadvantage because you don't really know what you're reaching into. Okay. Roll for me a agility check with disadvantage. You want to do this quickly, so I'm going to say agility.
How do I add disadvantage to the roll?
So if you click on agility, there is a die under configure rolls. It's a skill test 1d20 plus 4. If you right click or left click on the little d20 icon, it will go up or down.
So if I left click, okay. I think
you want it to be red and down.
What are the odds?
9. Okay, so let me do some config. You reach into this Oh, okay. Okay. You reach into this. You shove your hand into this nest to try to grab a Kremling so that you can get a little poison to put on your weapon. And you reach in and you grab it and you try to pull your hand out, but you get caught. You can't get it out in time. And as you twist your hand, the Kremling gets loose and it swings through and it bites onto your hand, and you take 3 points of damage from this thing's bite and from the venom that goes into your system. There's plenty of nests. You can try again.
So what? It's agility with disadvantage again?
Yes.
He wants it. He
Oh,
wants it so
gosh.
bad.
Okay, well, let me roll. Roll damage.
Let me see that damage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh wait, actually, I shouldn't have taken any damage last time because my physical defense is 16.
Yeah, but you grabbed the thing.
Oh. Well. Fine.
Oh.
3 damage again. So we'll give you another 3 damage. You are down to 7 health. I will give. If
Enough
you want
of
to
that,
do it
let's
again,
go.
I will do it without. I will do it without disadvantage, as you've tried twice.
We're doing this.
Doing it.
Oh, it couldn't give me the 20, dude.
Oh, man.
Well, I've set the DC at 15 because it's dark and it's hard, and this is not an easy thing. I'm not gonna roll again. I'll give you 1 point of damage. You have 6 health now.
Okay, guys, I'm done playing with bugs. Let's go.
Am I able to help him at all?
Help him do what?
Well, I've got medical supplies on me.
You can. I think. It's the time. You do
Got
have.
antiseptic.
You do have
No,
antiseptic.
it's
Antiseptic is basically the healing potion. You can use that on him to heal 1d6 worth of damage if you'd like.
let me ask him,
You don't
Saul,
have
do you need help?
I got bit a couple of times.
Your hand is a little numb from all the poison going into your system, but yeah, you're all right for now.
If you could patch this up, I made a blunder.
Yep.
Okay.
So how do I do that?
That's a good question. We're gonna figure it out. So I am going to target him.
The Chiefs just went into overtime against the Colts. Sorry.
So, AK comes up to you and he grabs your hand. It's starting to swell and turn red, and he sort of puts some of this antiseptic on it and wraps it in a bandage, and you regain 5 points of health.
Wow.
Can we get some of that for real?
Thank you.
No worries.
That's gonna
gonna
give
go
you
back to brooding.
one of those. AK, well played, sir. So you guys see that, and Saul kind of goes back to brooding. He's kind of nursing his hand a little bit, but it feels better. It feels like you it's not going numb anymore. You get sensation kind of coming back to it. So, this is good. All right. Anything else? Would anybody else like to play with the bugs? Maybe try to make some lobster bisque or something? Or
I recommend we don't play with the bugs anymore.
Good advice.
would you guys like to
But-
continue up the stairs?
Since I have more health,
You do have more health.
Oh my God.
You guys see Saul brood for a minute, and he looks at one of the nests and he's like, "Oh, fuck it." He takes his other hand, thrusts it into the nest, and pulls it out. And here's one of these Kremlings grasped in his fist, he squeezes it like around kind of its neck area until it stops moving. And what I will give you is, do I have an item for this, or am I going to have to make, might have to make something up. I might have to make something up. Do I have poison?
Can I just add it to loot? Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I gotta figure it out.
Vial of acid or poison.
I want to point out that, again, as I mentioned, one of these is not... Yes, I do have something. Okay, so what does this do?
Oh, you can make it. Oh, that's dope. How do I get rid of it? Or did you do that?
Okay, I got it. Here you go. You have one of these. Put it in your inventory. You have 1 dose of weak poison.
And then
When the character ingests this poison or is hit by an attack using the poisoned weapon or ammunition, the poison is expended and the character suffers the following effect. Target must succeed a DC 12 athletics test or take 1d6 vital damage. So you have essentially given yourself a single use 1d6 on top of whatever your attack roll is, unless you want to like try to pour it in a drink or something.
we'll just leave it there for a little bit.
All right, you have successfully gained yourself a vial of weak poison.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna take another 3 points of damage there.
I'm just glad that was an awesome roll, dude. Well done. All right.
Thank you.
Are you guys ready to continue upwards? By the way, Elia is watching this with mild alarm as you just keep shoving your hand in these nests.
That's awesome.
I mean, I was just trying to like do exactly what my character I think would have done in this situation.
No, that's perfectly reasonable. That's well done. I wish this game had inspiration points, but it doesn't. Inspiration is always a fun thing. That's something I should add. And you know what? Do you guys want to have inspiration in this?
How would we do it in this? So if I clicked, hold on. I think there's a way we could actually do it.
Well, it would just be something you'd have to remember you have.
Oh no, it says temporary bonus.
Well, yeah, under an attack or something, right?
No, on a check.
Well, yeah, it's
Like,
on
so
anything. But you have to remember you have it.
What happens if you hit raise the stakes?
So raise the stakes adds the plot die to your roll.
Oh.
So like if
you use
you
the plot die as inspiration.
that
Plot
is
dies
not
work both ways.
Yeah, that's not, unless that's what you want. If you want inspiration to be, you can decide whenever you want to raise the stakes to give you an opportunity or a consequence. I'll allow that.
Oh, that would be fun.
Everybody cool with that?
Sketchy, but
Yeah.
fun.
Sketchy
AK?
but fun. Yeah, let's do it.
Sketchy but fun. Okay. AK, you then have a point of inspiration for healing the guy, which is something your character would do because you have mentioned that. And Sniper, you have inspiration because that is something your character would have done, as they would recognize this as a source of poison. So,
Bet.
all right. Are you guys ready to continue up the stairs now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
As you move higher up the stairs, nests become less common and rubble becomes more common. So moving up the stairs becomes easier as you go higher up. Well, easier in the sense that you don't have to watch your feet. After you climb about 30 or so feet up the stairs, you reach a landing where the next level should be, but there's no next level. Instead, what you see is just a bunch of stone rubble and a sort of broken ramp leading higher up into darkness. Would you guys like to go up farther? Okay. Everybody cool following Saul?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I have another map for you.
Yay, maps.
This is Saul's first. All there. Put Ash there. I will put okay there, and I will put our patron back here. She can sit off to the side. No problem. Okay, so you guys come up. I'll wait for this description because it's actually kind of important. Also, I have to put light on this girl again. This is the problem with this system is the token updates on per map, not on
Session.
Yeah.
Hey.
That looks a lot better. I don't know why the other one was so like, I don't know why it flashbanged everybody. But either way, you guys come into this, up the stone ramp, and as you can see on the map, the stairs are on the south wall now. They're not under your feet. I'm going to leave any further descriptions for when Saul gets back. But we will figure that out. AK Mask, is there anything you guys would like to do while we're waiting? Anything you would like to talk about? You want to ask Elia about? You want to ask Jahal about? Anything you want to try to do to... Oh, you're back. All right, then we're good. Well, is there anything you guys would like to do?
Nope.
Okay. Perception? Okay. So you guys are walking up the stairs. As you get higher, as I said, you notice that the stairs are no longer under your feet. They're on the wall. And you are now walking on what appears to be the wall of a former staircase. Your perception check of 19 is wonderful, but again, you cannot see past this point as your only light source is Elia. And she is in the back of the group. You don't see very many Kremling nests, but what you can tell is that this part of the shrine has tipped onto its side as it collapsed into this chasm in the Shattered Plains. This portion of the shrine has fallen onto its side, and you are currently walking on the wall of what was once the staircase up to this level. So you would have to go deeper with Elia to see more. However, you can make out, if you can see it, you can make out that there is some light over here that's coming in. And there is some light further in. This area has a little bit of daylight in it. So you can kind of tell you're getting closer to the surface. As I said, you went up about 30 feet before and found a landing, and then the stair disappeared. You climbed up about another 20, 30 feet in to get up to this area. So you'd have to go deeper. I'm going to clear the chat so it's not overwhelmed. You'd have to go deeper in to get more of a view. So.
Let's push forward.
Okay.
Yep.
Jahal and you push forward to about there. He then mentions that maybe Elia should be in the middle, so the light is kind of shared between everybody. Which she agrees to. Smart. So as you push in, you see that there is a downed, well, it's not a down, you see a pillar here that once held up the roof, but is now laying on the ground. As you push in deeper, Saul, you see that there is daylight coming from over here. And you also see that there is daylight coming from the south. Here. It appears that there is a way out, or in point of fact, two ways out of this particular level of the canyon. I will move everybody forward as well. And that it is this point that a statue comes into view in the middle of this room. It was once standing proud and tall, but this is a very striking figure. It would have once stood probably 15 feet tall, and it is wearing what appears to be shard plate, which is a thing that you guys would all know of, and holding a shard blade. And well, it's not holding an actual shard blade, it's a depiction of a figure in shard plate holding a shard blade. And the moment it comes into view, Elia is going to rush up to it and begin taking notes. Jahal will come in and take up a position next to this entrance. Asha, Zeno, where would you guys like to move to?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Right about there.
So if the line is dotted, you can't move it. You have to kind of pull him out from around that corner, Mask. There you go. Now you can.
Gotcha. Thank you. I think I'm going to put myself right here.
Okay. Saul, you wish to ask Elia about the statue? Okay. As she is taking notes, you all can very easily see that there are carvings and glyphs into this statue. I have an image of this. Give me a moment. Here it is. You guys give you a better look at the glyphs. That is what is on the base of the statue. And Elia seems very excited about this. She tells you very clearly that this is a depiction of one of the knights radiant. And that these glyphs, which she is in the process of deciphering, most likely mean something. And as she is leaning forward to inspect these things, she holds the goblet over them, and what you see is the light from her spheres get sucked into the glyphs on the statue. And they go dune. They lose their light, so she no longer gives off light. Hold on. And now I can add light sources. Why won't it let me draw light sources? Oh, there it is. Is this proper? Not you see these glyphs begin to glow with the light that she was once holding. And her spheres are dune, and she gasps and looks from her spheres to the glyphs, and then quickly puts her spheres away because they're now of no use. You want to put blood on them, or you don't? Which is it, Saul? You'll do it? Okay. You walk over to this with a knife in your hand, and Elia immediately stops you. No, don't do anything yet. Don't touch it. Let me make notes. Let me draw stuff. Then you can dick with it after she's done. You can still do it, but she's asking you not to. Fine. You see Saul go and sulk in a corner somewhere that he doesn't get to prick his finger and be edgy. While she is doing this, is there anything you guys would like to do? Inspect the statue.
Is there anything useful on or around the statue?
So you're kind of doing a general perception check of the statue?
Yes.
Okay. So walk up to it. We'll put you up to it. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. $11. You don't really see anything useful, but what you do get is that all of these glyphs are worn to some degree, right? It almost looks like people were touching them, and that the glyph in the center is worn more than the rest of them. Right. Do any of you read glyphs? I think, Asha, you do.
I believe it's. Don't think I read anything. I'm more of a.
I know you don't read. Well, so glyphs are, well, that would be an educated thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's, AK, would you read glyphs?
Looking to see.
I don't think so. I don't think Shin would share the Alethi disdain for men reading. So I think that would probably be something you didn't read. What she will do then is attempt to make a she succeeds. So do you guys still have that image of the pedestal open?
Oh wait, yeah, we did say I do read glyphs.
Oh, we did?
Which
Okay.
is like a simplified writing form.
Yes. Okay. Which does make sense because you were at one point in time going to be the proprietor of a way station. You would need some form of written communication.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. Make a lore check for me, Asha. 15. You immediately recognize these glyphs as sort of stylized representations of words and concepts. They mean life, strength, journey, before, death, weakness, and destination. Each one of these symbols corresponds to each one of those sort of words / concepts.
Could you maybe send me all of those in a text? Because I
Yes.
didn't catch all those.
moment. You guys can continue and go ahead if there's something you would like to do. I just sent you a text. Those are what the glyphs all mean. Each singular glyph corresponds to one of those concepts. Oh, I sent that to AK. Why am I mixing you two up so much?
He's been posing as me so well for the last.
He's such a so good at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will obviously point to each one that corresponds to what they are, and I will explain what they are.
No, Saul, she is still drawing. She is not ready for you to touch them yet.
I will not touch them, but I will point at them.
But they are glowing. They are glowing now with the storm light that came from her spheres.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything else anybody would like to try to look at to see if there's anything going on?
Would I know what the origin of these are? Like which culture or
so they
tribe?
would be Alethi in origin. Glyphs are primarily that. But you would get that what she said about this being this sort of temple being from the era of the Knights Radiant. It's old, and you can tell it's from before, like, people don't write this way in modern times.
Gotcha.
And she says that this architecture, this stylized, is from around the time of the Desolations, when the Voidbringers were attacking the world. Where do you want to go, Sniper?
I wanted to look around the corner over here.
You push up, I'll put you about there, and you see a pathway leading up to the surface.
Okay. I let everybody else in the room know.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with the statue?
I'm just waiting for my turn.
Okay.
He wants to poke things.
He wants to poke things. AK, you want to do anything with it other than perception?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then what I am going to do is I'll do deduction. Can I do deduction? I did. Okay. So you have 3 successes. This is good. She informs you that the lines between the glyphs are a rudimentary form of numerals. So from 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So she indicates that they form a path on how you should be, like, saying these concepts. And as she points them out, she says that the center one is sort of like a hub. And the way these glyphs should read is life before death, strength before weakness, and journey before destination.
Go touch the runes in that order.
You want to go touch the runes in that order?
Yes.
Okay, so you walk up. Are you using blood, or are you just touching them?
Blood.
Okay, so you see Saul walk up, and he pricks his finger with his knife. And she doesn't try to stop you this time.
Is that the poison knife?
He hasn't poisoned
I just have a
anything.
vial of poison.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go through and you touch each of the glyphs in that order, leaving a small bit of blood. And as you do, you see, okay, let me figure this out real quick. I need to go here. Why is this like this?
You're no longer working.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
You all right, Mask?
I sneezed and it hurt.
Oh, that happens. Where?
I managed to mute the microphone in time, though.
Oh, here we are. As you are wonderful. That is do I have? I do. I give you that. As you are touching this, you see a bright golden orb, almost like a miniature sun, sort of whoosh out and sink itself into the pedestal. Saul.
So it comes out and then goes back into the pedestal?
No, it flies from somewhere. You don't see where. It just flies over your shoulder and sinks itself into the pedestal. And as it sinks itself into the pedestal, you hear a soft click. And a compartment on the side of the pedestal opens. And inside is a drawer that has a bracelet and 2 rings that are linked by metal chains. The metal is untarnished. The gemstones set into the rings are, in point of fact, cracked. And as this opens, Elia rushes around and looks at it, and she sees this object and she gasps at the sight of it.
I say, since I figured out the puzzle, well, didn't figure it out, but figured out how to unlock the puzzle, I should get the contents.
Okay. Do you want to pick it up?
Yep.
Okay. So you reach into the this drawer and you take it out. And as you pick it up, you disintegrate. No.
I was
As
like,
you-
oh, well.
As you pick it up, she says that this is a soul caster. That this
So
is
what?
a soul caster. That this is an object that has the ability to transform other objects. To transform objects into other objects if you touch them. However, because the gemstones are broken, it is currently inoperable. But it is a soul caster.
I would like to put it in my bag.
You put it in your bag?
If nobody has any objections to it.
Does
Nope.
anybody have? No? Okay.
Negative.
Is there anything else? Elia asks
Yeah.
if she can take a look at it before you put it away.
50 gold pieces. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she can.
Okay. You hand it to her. She indicates that she's not going to keep it. That you found it. She'll honor that. Well, actually, no, you're a parishman. She would demand you give it to her. She doesn't ask. She would order you to give it to you because she sees you as a parishman, even though you're.
Then I don't hand it to her. Then
you don't hand it to her. She's very surprised by this, that you won't obey, and she kind of looks
sucks to suck, nerd.
Confused. Yeah, she wouldn't. You're a parishman in her eyes. She would order you. She wouldn't ask. So you don't give it to her.
It cost my blood to get it out. It cost you nothing.
She looks at you very confused and then steps away from you.
Good. You smell like shit.
We're all equal here, Brightness.
She
won't be ordering anybody.
We saved you, not the other way around.
She doesn't respond. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in this room?
I do have one question. Since
Yes.
I was facing Saul when that glowing orb came out, did I
Yes.
see where it came from?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. It looks like a sun. Yeah, it came from the south here.
Like out of the wall, or just appeared in the air? Or what did it
kind
do?
of just appeared in the air. It kind of came out of this corner, and it seemed like it came out of the floor, and it kind of rushed over Saul into the pedestal. Out of the floor,
so
in this corner.
outside the mosaic.
Yeah, outside of the mosaic. It wasn't anywhere near the statue when it came out.
Okay, that's all.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
So we have two points to check, essentially.
Is there anything is there anything else you guys would like to do with the statue or anything like that before we move on?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I think I'm all set.
You're set?
Anything else you want to do, Sniper? I are eating.
AK Sniper, anything you guys would like to do with the statue before we move away from this?
I would like to inspect the soul catcher or caster, excuse me.
Soul caster, yes. What are you
I want to inspect the two gems to see if I know what they are.
Okay. That's a good question. Did they write something for this, or can I just make it up? I should put that into your inventory as well, so that I know you have one. Do I just make it up? I thought when I read through this, it told me what it was. It told me it had a specific use, and I don't want to break that. Thought it told me. It doesn't. It gives me information. It does give me information on what it is. I have to do research now to figure this out. You guys can continue speaking and deciding what you'd like to do, because I'm going to have to look this up. So, So you guys can continue on and figure out what you'd like to do. So if you want to do anything more with the statue, go ahead and talk about it amongst yourselves. If you are ready to move on, you can decide how you would like to proceed while I look this up for Saul.
I guess I'll just keep looking at my new shiny thing.
New shiny thing.
I find myself wondering if there's anything else we could know about the mosaic behind the statue.
Oh, the floor? It's just a pretty pattern, so far as you can tell.
Well, it's the floor now, but it didn't used to be.
Well, yeah, it was the wall. It's a pretty pattern on the wall. I mean, you can roll a lore check if you'd like, or a perception check to see if there's anything that you can tell.
All right, let me run a lore check here.
All right. 13. She had said that this was a sort of a temple that was sort of a temple or a church of some kind that was meant to be a place for the Knights Radiant, or a place of worship for the Knights Radiant, either for them or to them. And you would know a little bit about that considering your background, and the mosaics on the wall are congruent with that. There doesn't seem to be anything special with them. But they are very, very pretty. What are the gemstones associated with stone? I'm going to have to look this up.
Knights Radiant.
One of them is a broken topaz gemstone, and it's a large topaz. Like it's probably the size of your thumbnail or larger. And the other is a broken diamond, again about the size of your thumbnail. Those are the gemstones in there.
So,
and they're not encased in glass. They're just gemstones that are set into the rings. Go ahead,
so
Matt.
part of my loot, part of my loot is a diamond mark. What is that?
So that is a piece of diamond set into a glass bead, and that is used as the currency in this world.
Okay, so it would not be a replacement for that diamond in his
No,
thing.
it wouldn't be anywhere near that size.
Okay.
Diamond and what?
So a diamond and a topaz.
You said diamond and a topaz.
Yeah, both of them are broken. They have cracks through them, and they hold no storm.
Okay.
I do have a soulcaster for you. Let me open your inventory. Okay, you now have a soulcaster in your inventory. However, you have absolutely no idea how to use it. But if you wish to read it, you sure can.
I actually found an image of what it looks like too. I'll put it in the D&D voice chat.
Okay. Yes, that is what they look like. So it's a bracelet with chains and then 2 rings.
Think Stargate.
Yep.
Give me Stargate vibes right there.
Yep. So that is what it looks like. All right. Anything else you gentlemen would like to do before we move on?
I mean, I guess I kind of want to look around the room to see if there's any kind of like maybe rags or something we could turn into a torch.
Do you want to make a torch?
Yeah, that would be
Well, we
ideal.
lost our light source.
Well, you all
My
have.
candle's
You
probably
all,
not going to do well.
You all have infused gemstones.
What?
The assumption. Okay, so if you guys look at your inventory, so Zeno, you have 14 spheres.
Oh, well,
Diamond
that's
marks?
the diamond mark.
Yeah,
Currency.
Your currency. The currency in this world is gemstones, and gemstones hold stormlight, and stormlight gives off light. Every single one of you has infused gemstones, I believe, save for Saul, who I think took none of them. Yeah, every single one of you has infused gemstones that you can use for light. If you want to make a torch, you sure can. You can find materials to whip together a torch and make a crafting check if you want.
Yes,
Ash.
please.
Okay, make a crafting check.
But the infused gemstones that we have aren't big enough to put in the soulcaster, right?
No, nowhere near big. 5? Yeah, you take one of your arrows and you try to like wrap a little bit of loose cloth you have with you around it, and it just doesn't seem to work out. Sorry, man.
I'm good with whatever.
Well, we're going to need light.
Move.
Well, so you have a exit to the surface to the north and an exit to the surface to the south. They're both showing daylight to you.
Oh, okay.
So other than the fact that it's dark in your immediate vicinity, save for these glyphs which are glowing, you're not going to need light for much longer. So if you just want to like take out and hold a gemstone for 30 seconds, you're good.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Well, you can't. You don't have any gemstones.
Which
No,
way do we
I
want
won't
to
do
go? Here or here?
Let's go this way, because that's where the orb came from.
Okay.
Jaw's fine with that. Do you, AK, you fine with that?
Yep.
Okay. So you all group up. Can I get a marching order?
I've been first the whole time, so I'll stealth, and then
Okay.
unless I need to redo it.
You will need to redo it. Who wants to be after
Let's
Saul?
raise the stakes,
I will.
dude.
Gotta raise the stake. Okay, raise the stakes.
Like me.
21. Oh, you're invisible. So you want to be there?
No.
Oh.
AK said he was going to be the next.
Okay. Then you, and then we'll put.
I was going to say, can we put her in the middle?
Should do that. Okay. So you raised the stakes didn't result in a complication or a opportunity.
No.
Which is fine. So you guys gather up at the end of your exploration of this area, and you decide to go out the south end of the...
Yes.
Second. You guys decide to head out south. Okay, let me get the text for that so I know what's going on.
homemade chili and cornbread.
Wish I could have cornbread.
All right. So you guys go out the south exit, correct? Okay. You guys go out south, and as you go, you realize that this tunnel is very choked with rubble. Would you like to persist?
I mean, I will.
Yeah.
Me. Let me do this. Then it was. A little bit. Then it was Jahal, and then
No, run.
Playing some kind of video games.
you guys make your way out, and you come out on this ledge down here. This is a wall, and you are pressed up against this wall, and you are looking over the chasm. Like down underneath you is, you can see the ramp you walked up into to get into the shrine. You step out into the open air. How tall is this wall here, or how tall is the chasm? The chasm is like 80 feet down. The wall here is like maybe like 5-ish feet upwards. Like 6 feet up. Like it's not super tall. You'd have to climb up it, but it's not going to be a difficult climb. Do you climb up, or do you tell everybody you want to climb up? Okay. You guys hear Saul tell everybody that he would like to climb up on top.
There your ass.
Do you want to climb up? Does anybody want to go with him?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay. Ash, you want to go with him?
No, we're gonna stay with them, the other two, unless they're gonna go up.
Well, Jahal will say he'll go up as well.
All right. Well, then we'll all go then, I guess.
Okay. Elia says she'll wait as you guys go up there, and she's a little shorter. She's gonna wait till you guys get up on top and have one of you pull her up. So you guys move upwards. Where would you guys like to be? You gonna be there? Okay. Where would you like to be? AK. AK and Mask, can I have you roll for me a stealth check as well? You are still stealth, Sniper. I'm gonna have everybody roll stealth. Oof. Mask, where would you like to go?
I'm assuming this right here is like a big rock.
That's a big rock, yes.
Probably gonna be like somewhere like right here. Assuming she's up as well.
She's okay. So you came up from over here, right? You climbed up there.
Yeah.
Okay. And AK, you climbed up there.
Yes.
Okay. Saul gets up and he quickly rushes over to the spot he wanted. And kind of, there's a little ridge here, and kind of ducks down behind that ridge. As all three of you climb up, you hear a voice. Shout, halt! And it is a feminine voice. It's a female voice. Stop right where you are. And the voice has a sort of odd cadence to it. There's a rhythm to the way they speak that is abnormal for humans. However, Saul, something inside of you kind of tugs as you hear this sort of note. This is sort of, it's almost like a song you can't remember. This sort of rhythm they're speaking to. But these three look directly down here at you two, and they immediately spread out. And actually, I'm going to put her in the middle. They immediately spread out. And she says, stop. Give up anything you have taken. And you all know these as Parashendi. None of you have seen them, but you've heard of them. You heard of them in the war camps. These are the armored warriors of the Shattered Plains, and they're known to kill humans on sight. They all three are looking at down here. They don't seem to notice you, Saul. So they say stop, or she says stop, give up anything you have taken. So I'm going to put her over there so she can see most of you. They say, give up anything you have taken. What would you guys like to do?
They haven't seen Saul yet.
You don't know.
I'm going to tell them that I've taken nothing.
So you stand up and you tell them quite clearly you have nothing of value on. You've taken nothing.
Taken nothing.
Roll a persuasion check. Is persuasion a stat here?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check. Jesus. Okay, Saul uses your poison. I'm going to delete the poison then, and you have poured it over your knife. You guys see Zeno stand up, completely calm, completely comfortable, and he says, I haven't taken any. I was just looking for a way up from the chasms. And for some reason, they seem to believe him. Maybe it's the fact that he doesn't look like an Alethi or an Alethi. Maybe it's because he looks like a Shin. Maybe it's because he looks different. But they were holding their weapons up, like ready to come at you. And now they kind of lower them a little bit. They're not pacified, but they are less alert. And she then says, well, who are you then? How did you get down into the chasm? She's
Our
now
bridge
tall.
fell.
Bridge fell. If you humans didn't come out here, you wouldn't have this problem.
Can't argue with that.
Why have you defaced this shrine? You sneak behind? Where do you want to go to? Okay. I am going to put you there, and I'm going to say that you are squeezed between that rock and that ridge. And I am going to give this guy... What did you roll for stealth? 21? 21. As you walk by, they keep focusing on AK. This one over here is focusing on you, Asha. But these two are now focused on AK. And they don't seem to notice you walking over there, Saul. I also want to point out that you guys see him slip around the corner, but you don't know where he went. So you don't know where he is. She asks why have you defaced this sacred place?
We've damaged nothing.
Roll another persuasion check with advantage, since you got a critical success the first time.
Okay. Persuasion check with advantage.
You rolled so many natural ones. You got them out of the way.
Would I be correct in assuming that our patron can hear the conversation at hand?
Yes, but she has hunkered down behind. She's like, I'm not.
Okay.
Yep, she's down there.
Can you coup de grace people in this game?
Like, you mean one hit kill him?
Yeah.
Well, yes, you can, but you don't. I mean, do you want to try?
Well, I was thinking about it, but if, like, my chances of doing that are literally, like, almost zero, then I won't.
I roll a perception check.
Oh,
actually, you already did it. Then we'll do it.
No. Oh, did
roll,
I?
No, roll an insight check. You're kind of looking. You're kind of sizing these people up. Yeah, you would look at these creatures and you would say you have a very slim chance of like getting one of these guys dead in one single strike. It would be a very slim chance. Do you wish to try?
I'm going to I'm gonna use Seek Quarry.
Okay, you're gonna start. Who are you gonna seek quarry on?
Closest target.
So this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna take a minute. Okay. And you start doing that. You start doing that now.
Yes.
Okay. So you start doing that, and this is a point in time where AK says, we didn't damage anything. And you see her kind of like motion with her hands, and the two larger ones. So these two are far larger, and they have very bony plates on their body that look like armor. This one is a lot more slender and looks oddly similar to Saul, only female. You see her kind of motion with her hands. AK, roll for me a perception check.
I'm gonna have to go put something on the smoker real fast.
No problem.
All right.
As you see her, AK, as you see her kind of gesture to the two larger ones, they sort of put down they sort of like lower their weapons. They're not like holstering them or like putting them away, but they're now at their sides. And as you see her hand come back, you see her hands are kind of shaking. As she says, You've done nothing. You found nothing. You've done nothing within the temple.
So here's what's happened. We were crossing a bridge and it collapsed because of a canyon monster that was trying to get to us. It chased us through the canyon down to the temple. We were just looking for a way up. All we've been doing is climbing.
Very well. Leave. Don't come back, or there'll be trouble.
Will do.
And she points off to the west. She points towards the west. Your war camps are that way. Go. And with that, Saul, are you here?
I think you went to go
Okay.
do a smoker.
I'm gonna do it this way. 21 is.
Can I interject something in?
Go for it.
Can we ask for her name? Preferably
So-
if AK does it. Like, can I suggest to AK to ask for her name?
Yes. So they turn to
AK,
leave,
that's good.
and they sort of hear you kind of quietly whisper to AK, and they turn sharply back towards you. And AK is when you hear them ask him. You hear him say, "Can you get her name?"
I think I would start with giving her my name.
Okay,
I'm Zeno. What is yours? What is your name?
that is a good. She doesn't like you. Roll a persuasion check again with advantage this time.
Persuasion check.
With advantage.
He doesn't like you.
I mean,
I don't like you either.
You're at
We're
war.
wanted men.
Doesn't like you.
Oh,
21?
What the-
Gee, why do you have the Riz all of a sudden? Why are you? Well,
dicks dig the shin. I'm just saying.
I mean, give him the shin.
It's the ponytail, right?
Yeah, it's the ponytail. Haas loved it. The ladies love it too, I guess. All right. You step forward and you say, "I'm Zeno." And you're very formal about it. And she turns to you and looks at you very oddly. Like, why are you even doing this? But she's almost taken aback to the point where she automatically responds that her name is Vexla. And she gives you sort of like a... She almost gives you like this odd sort of like bow thing. You don't really recognize it, but you get that it's probably a greeting amongst her people.
Okay, I'll return it.
Okay, you give it back. She continues to look at you very oddly. And it is at this point in time that she, Vexla, essentially dashes away. And she moves fast, like she's gone. Right? She gets over to there and she vanishes. These two leap, and they leap like 30 feet to the edge of the chasm, and then you see them leap again over the chasm. As they all three disappear off to the east.
John Carpenter, I'm telling you, man.
Seemingly not having noticed that Saul was hiding there.
So what was their race name again? I'm sorry.
Perishendi. Singers would be what they would call themselves, but the Alethi term for them was Perishendi.
Okay.
They were warriors from the Shattered Plains.
This is when Elia scrambles up and she rushes up. How did you do that? They killed people on sight. How did you do that?
I spoke with them.
Well, I mean, I would assume she would realize that he's also not the same Alethian, if you will.
Yeah, she would, but
Right.
the thing is human. There's a little racism there, little like they kill humans,
Yeah,
and
so
it's
all humans. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I got you. All right. I didn't know if maybe they understood that, you know, the different cultures of humans would, or if there was a less hatred.
How am I going to do this? Why are you guys making this difficult on me?
Because that's what we do.
That is what
Okay,
we
I'm
do.
back.
Difficult on you?
AK
What-
talked you guys.
what happened?
AK talked you guys out of combat. He rizzed up the girl whose name was Vexla and got her name and got her number.
Got her digits.
Got a digits. Yo.
He rolled so good.
Well, I was the
Um,
contingency plan.
I am okay. I am going
I
to
was-
give you a
What I
point.
was gonna do if that didn't happen was Corey, right? So I gain advantage before I roll. Then I was gonna startling blow the big dude, and hit him with the daze him for one turn, and then the next turn I was gonna hit him with the poison knife, and then I was gonna disengage.
Okay.
The idea was I was gonna quarry mine that left one there that was on the left for me, but
Or no, it would have been see Corey, hit him with the poison knife, then startling blow him the next turn. Because startling blow, I had to slap him across the face.
AK,
Or
did
kick him in the nuts.
you read the runes in the room on the pedestal at all? Did you
Read
did you-
them?
Well,
Oh,
I
Did you-
explained
No.
them.
yeah. Mask explained them. Did you didn't read them or anything like that? Okay.
no.
Rip.
Rip
I
run.
can't read, so.
Well, that is
Why, are they the reason I succeeded?
maybe.
Well, Saul over there is pretty bloodthirsty, isn't he? Eesh,
A little bit.
a little bit.
What are the little icons on his character?
Nothing.
Oh. That's cool.
Uh-oh.
At this
know
point in
what that
time,
one
you
is.
all level up to 2. You don't get a choice in what you get. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, well,
right.
I needed that. Thanks.
Because what you got has been chosen for you.
Thank you very much.
Do we need to do anything?
Yes, so you can go into your... Let me double check and make sure what you get when you level up. But I think at the first level you just get... At the second level you just get another talent. Where is the book? Handbook.
Fucking Christ. Well, eat a little chili. Next time I'm coughing my lungs out. I don't get it.
That's that chili powder for you. Let me double check and make sure that I know character creation. Page 15. Where do I get past? Ah, here we are. Level 2, you gain +5 health.
Yo.
Oh, you get a lot of shit. Okay. So. This. Yeah, it auto adds. Okay, so I will auto do this for all of you. So you all should now be at level 2.
Yep.
And we all got, what is this? The first deal.
Oh.
Huh?
That's the thing we got.
the hell?
That's what you got.
Oh.
Each of you gains 2 ranks to a skill of your choice. So that would be like insight, agility, any of those things. You get 2 points. You cannot raise something past 2 though. So you get 2 skill points to attribute wherever you wish.
Oh, I think I accidentally just dragged something off my character, the hunter thing, the hunter tree, on accident.
Okay, hold on.
I didn't realize you could drag things off. I was
You
like,
can
fuck.
edit the card.
Well, I didn't
We
think
can
like.
put 2 into them?
Thank you.
So
You have
the
2
way I understand it. Go
There
ahead.
we go.
You have 2 skill points that you can put into any skill you wish.
Oh, we going fast.
Okay.
My agility is now +7.
Is that when you just click the circles, basically? Is
Yeah.
that what this is?
Yep. You get
Okay,
2 points. You can't raise anything past 2, but you get two skill points you can put out.
Okay.
So the way I understand it, since everything that so everything I have is 3 or 4 except for the ones that are 0. So I can only add to the ones that are 0 right now.
No, so you can't put more than 2 points into them.
Okay, so I
like,
can
so like-
upgrade anything.
Like stealth, you can put 1 additional point into, but you can't put both into stealth. You can't put more than 2 points into any particular skill yet.
Okay.
So you can put 1 point into stealth and 1 point into thievery, or you can put both points into light weaponry. It's up to you. Or you can put them wherever you
Gotcha.
want.
Need to hit edit.
Boop, 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 boop.
And how do you? I have it on edit, I think.
You do not.
Okay.
Now it's on edit.
Now it's on edit. Okay.
Yep.
So now.
What? Oh, dude. Okay.
I don't see how you add them.
You just click on the
Two
circles.
There should be there's 2 white circles. Like you should have white circles right to the right of your agility or whatever.
In the top
and then there
left
should
corner,
be grayed out ones.
in the top left corner is the edit button. Click that so it's blue.
Mhm.
And then you can add
I've been clicking it.
Okay, so it's there.
Okay,
so now you can click on the circles.
Oh.
There you go. 1 into light weaponry. You get 1 more.
Wow.
Wonderful. Now you each, except for Saul. Saul's choice was you didn't get that saved.
Who, me?
What?
Why didn't it? Oh wait, no, it did. You got it. You're right. Okay. Everybody but Saul now gets a talent point they can put into their tree. So if you want to open your own and click on your subclass, and then click on talent, you can pick 1 more thing. You can pick 1 more talent. Saul's talent was picked for him.
Oh, okay. There's only 1 available.
Well, so if you want to go back and change your stuff, it is like risky behavior takes 2 into insight. Right, so if you want to go back and put 2 points into insight so you can take risky behavior, you can, or you can just take sure-footed. It's up to you. But there are...
Okay, I'll just do that.
Yeah, their skills will unlock your talent tree.
Okay. I need to remember to use cheap shot sometime.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have all picked your thing. Have you figured out what you got, Saul?
What do you say?
Have you figured out what you got?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
spent a lot of time reading it, and I was, well, it's going to be fun.
Oh, okay. I got to step away for just a minute.
Yeah, sorry, I had to miss the last scene. I had to go put the chicken wings on the smoker.
No, fair enough.
What I have as I get to choose 1 expertise. We already have the long heavy weapon and light, or no, we already have the longbow and knife. Maybe the short bow as well.
What? You don't get an expertise.
Combat training I just picked tells me I can.
Once per round, when you miss on a weapon attack, you can use addition when you acquire this talent, gain a weapon expertise and an armor expertise of your choice, and gain the cultural expertise military life. So you gain military life.
Maybe a javelin instead of the longbow or short bow.
Just use both.
I can only pick 1. I'm gonna do the short bow. Fuck it.
Well, so
That way I can use any bow.
Okay, that's fine. Axes and knives can be thrown as well, but if there's crossbows, there is short bows. You pick either one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do short bow just because I feel like, as a hunter, bows would be his primary.
Okay, I want to point out that is a little bit. As the DM, I will point out that is fairly silly, as there's nothing you can do with a short bow you can't do with a long bow, and vice versa. You might be better off picking a melee weapon choice, like a rapier or something like that.
Yeah. what I was kind of thinking.
But if you really want to go, I'm like, I respect you going with the character.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with the short bow because then I have expertise in both.
Okay, so you're gonna go with short bow. You also get a armor expertise, I believe.
Yes, which I'm grabbing the chain because that's what I'm wearing, and I want that.
Hey.
Ta-da! Okay, mine's all set, I believe.
Wonderful.
Okay, sorry about that. Did I need to choose another weapon or something?
No, you picked sure-footed. When you acquire this talent, increase your movement rate by 10, which it is. Additionally, before you take damage from dangerous terrain or falling, reduce the damage by 2 plus your tier, which you guys are tier 1 character. Which makes sense because you just tripped and fell, so it makes perfect sense that you would practice your footing.
Okay.
All right. With this, you guys have currently leveled up. What would you guys like to do? Well, so she's going to pull up into the middle and you guys are all going to group up, right?
Mm-hmm.
She points out that there is that from this particular plateau, there's no direct route back to the war camps, and you guys are going to have to kind of swing around to the north and follow more of a trade route back into the war camps. Okay. So you guys do this. You set off and you head towards the north, and you do eventually get out of the Shattered Plains. It takes like the rest of the day, but well, it probably takes you till about like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it's hard walking. You go fast, or you push yourselves, and you do get back onto. You kind of have to follow scouting paths between plateaus. You have to kind of cross some narrow, rickety bridges that most people normally wouldn't cross, but you do get back onto sort of regular ground about 2, 3 in the afternoon. It is at this point in time that as you are walking to sort of rejoin this trade route coming down from the north back into the war camps, that you hear some sort of yelping. Some chittering of chitin together. And I need you guys to... I need... Saul's been in the lead. Saul, I need you to roll for me a perception check.
I will be right back.
I wish I kept my my raise the stake dice now.
Perfect. Off in the distance, the area here is... So the Shattered Plains are pretty much all rock with very little scrub. The area around it are the same, although there's a little bit more. Things grow a little bit larger here. But off in the distance, you see a man. And he is being... Where are you? Right there. Off in the distance, you see a man being... He's pushing his way through these rocks in this scrub, and he has his arm in a sling, and he has these red ghostly hands clawing at him that you recognize as Pain Spren. And behind him, you see axe hounds following his trail.
I look to the group and I tell them what I see, and then I give them a choice. We either save them now or we watch him die.
We'll wait till Mask gets back.
Oh shit, I forgot, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
you're
check
good.
on the chicken then.
Go for a check on the chicken.
A little late in the day to put something on the smoker.
Yeah, a little late.
So since we have some free time here, Jay, I've been wondering about something.
What's up?
The perception that I have of you is that you live on some land out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Pretty much.
So how do you get such good internet in a remote area?
Minnesota doesn't hate people. I have fiber optic internet subsidized by the Minnesota state government. They put
And they
it.
just
They,
ran it all the way out there?
they put it in. They put it into the entirety of the county for free.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So I have 100 gig. I have a 100 megabyte upload and download fiber optic internet.
Gotcha. So, you live by yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
There's people around. Yeah.
I think I would be nervous. I know that you do some drinking sometimes, just like I do.
A little bit.
I think I would be nervous. I was thinking about you for some reason
Well,
yesterday, and I was sitting here thinking, boy, if I lived out in the middle of nowhere by myself,
Yeah.
I don't know that I would get that drunk ever.
That's the best because you can just walk outside and water a tree whenever you feel like.
So there's no aggressive fauna around there.
No, most of it dies from the winter.
Okay.
Yeah, we
You
don't
have to
have
worry about neighbors or being loud.
my nearest neighbor is like half a mile away.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm trying to have that and be like 20 minutes from the city, bro. Like 5 acres would be sick.
I'm the closest. I've got a town that's got a grocery store and stuff about 5 miles away, but like the closest large town is like a half hour away.
Yeah.
Okay. Mask, you're back?
Yep.
Okay. Saul did a perception check as you guys were coming off of the Shattered Plains, working your way towards this trading trail to the north of the war camps. And off in the distance, he saw a older man, what you see in front of you. An older man, the ghostly hands are pain spread, clawing at him. He's got his arm in a sling, and he's making his way towards you guys, trying to get away from axe hounds that are, well, hounding him. And it is almost 5 o'clock. I think we'll pick that up. We'll pick up the next session. We'll pick that encounter up. Oh, Saul said we either save him now or
Watch him die.
Watch him die. And we will begin that encounter. I'm going to swap these guys around.
God.
We will begin that encounter next Sunday.
All right.
Bet. Good game, boys.
Awesome. Thanks.
Mhm.
Amazing. Was good.
Yep. All right.
We're gonna have
Thank
to
you
start
guys
calling
very
AK the Rizzler.
much. He's,
Yeah.
but only for Parashendi, I guess, man. That
He has a type.
Vexla is going to be thinking about you for a long time. She's going to be jealous that
I
you've been
guess so.
thinking of me.
Right.